Coming to Osan Air Base in the Republic of Korea offers a chance for adventure and many sights to see. There's beautiful scenery and lots of activities to do during your off time, and the base offers a variety of trips to get away and enjoy the Korean culture. Welcome to Osan Air Base. Many PCS moves start in the United States. If this is the case, SeaTac International Airport, located in Seattle, Washington, will be your point of origin. But if not, don't worry, I'll get to you too. From SeaTac, the next stop will be in Japan, with a small layover at Misawa Air Base or Yokota Air Base. Upon arriving at Osan Air Base, passengers will leave the aircraft and head towards the passenger terminal. Hats and photography are not allowed on the flight line. Once in the terminal, members and their families will be escorted to a room to fill out customs declaration forms. Customs personnel will assist with filling out forms and inform you what items are prohibited. All luggage is subject to search by customs personnel, regardless of what is declared. After the briefing, all passengers will proceed through immigration with a copy of their orders ready. Family members will need their passport. Following the immigration desk, passengers will head down the escalator on the right to the baggage carousel. Luggage will be collected and passengers will be ushered to the customs area. It's a good idea to mark baggage with a unique label to make them easier to identify. Baggage carts are available, but please do not remove the carts from the passenger terminal. Any item declared on the customs form will need to be presented to the customs agent. Common items for inspection include knives, which are restricted to 4 inches in length. Switchblades are not permitted, and double-edged blades are also forbidden. BB guns, pellet guns, airsoft guns, paintball guns, or any toy that resembles a firearm are not allowed. Weapons for the most part are not permitted in checked or carry-on baggage. Items to avoid bringing include asps, batons, mace, and tasers. Exceptions will be made for issued items to military members, and proof of issue is required. All medications require a valid prescription. Customs allow a 1-year grace period on expired medication. Pornography is not permitted into Korea. If the item in question is considered art, there may be exceptions. When in doubt, don't bring it into the country. Tobacco is allowed in checked baggage in small quantities, but is limited to 1 carton of 200 cigarettes, 10 cans of dip tobacco, and 50 cigars. Homemade food items are also not permitted to be brought into the country. If you brought a pet with you, they will be removed first from the cargo section by flight line workers and will be escorted inside. Pets will then be waiting just beyond the customs area. Passengers will need to review their pet's paperwork with the waiting veterinarian. If there are no discrepancies, the pet will be released. If there are, the animal will be quarantined and the member will be given further instructions. After processing customs, your sponsor should be waiting in the terminal entrance to greet you. If your sponsor is not at the terminal, there are phones available. It's a good idea to have your gaining unit's DSN telephone number in the unfortunate event that they are not there when you arrive. Wi-Fi, computers, and printers are available for your convenience, near the passenger service counter. There is also a play area inside the terminal for children if you have to wait. Taxis park outside the terminal and they accept Korean won and American dollars. They'll help you on to your next destination. Not everyone PCSing to Korea flies directly into Osan Air Base. You may find yourself flying commercially into Incheon International Airport, located outside Seoul. After collecting baggage at Incheon, it's important to locate the USFK information desk to arrange travel via a military bus to Osan. Be prepared with American dollars to pay for bus travel to Osan. The military bus will take passengers directly to the Terumi Lodge Hotel, and the cost for the ticket is $35 per person. This is the most direct route to get to base, and the ticket costs are reimbursable. If you arrive after 10:20 p.m. local time, you can take other modes of transportation such as a commercial bus or a feast taxi. The cost will be much higher, but is still reimbursable. Terumi Lodge handles hotel arrangements at Osan Air Base. They have accommodations for single and accompanied military personnel. Terumi Lodge has a coffee shop and a convenience store located inside. Some units will meet you at Terumi, depending on your travel arrangements. Accompanied housing is for command-sponsored service members who brought their family on Osan. The housing is tiered by rank and family size. Units are set up in an apartment-style arrangement. Most towers exceed 6 floors, with an elevator in each tower. Each unit is equipped with a washer, dryer, and basic appliances. Accompanied housing is located close to Osan schools, the commissary, and is approximately a 10-minute walk from the main gate in one direction and about 10 minutes to the exchange in the opposite direction. Unaccompanied housing or dormitories come standard with a bed, multi-drawer dresser, TV stand, desk, and microwave. There are multiple styles of dorms. Some have a shared bathroom or a shared living area with 4 rooms in an apartment-style setup. Other styles of dorms have a shared kitchenette and bathroom. Dorm assignment is based on unit and job type. The base in-processing brief is the next thing military members will need to attend. Typically, the brief is in the morning the day after you arrive on station. The member will need to have several copies of their orders, as well as their out-processing paperwork from their previous duty assignment. The agencies that will be at the brief include Finance, TRICARE, Public Health, the base post office, individual protective equipment, and the military personnel flight. Chemical individual protection equipment issue dates will be assigned to members during this briefing. During chemical IPE issue, you will receive training gear for exercises as well as real-world protective gear. Osan Air Base trains in readiness exercises on a quarterly basis, and the exercises can range between 3 and 14 days. If the airman has dependents, they will be issued masks for them as well. The next set of mandatory briefings to attend will be the Korean Readiness Orientation Brief, Security Brief, and the Newcomers Brief. The KRO brief will discuss what it means to be ready to fight tonight and how airmen need to be prepared to defend the lives of 51 million people on the Korean Peninsula. This briefing will also be coupled with a security brief. Due to the sensitivity of the briefing, backpacks, cell phones, and recording devices, to include pen and paper, will not be permitted inside the briefing room. The newcomers brief will be next, typically after lunch. This will be a mass briefing with agencies from all over the base. Spouses are encouraged to attend this brief. It is full of important information, with a mixture of what the base has to offer, cultural info about Korea, and much more.
The newcomers briefing is mandatory for the military member because that's where they learn about their responsibilities while they're in Korea. The spouses are encouraged to attend the newcomers briefing as well because they can have the opportunity to sign up for cultural trips, such as how to use the subway system, how to use the bus system, and how to get around the marketplaces throughout the country, especially right outside the gate. We also have a lone locker for incoming personnel, and for when you depart as well, it's available for family members and active duty. We also have some goodies for the newcomers to take away that include cultural guides that will make your stay in Korea much more enjoyable.
Bringing your family to Korea is different than other overseas assignments. Command-sponsored family members have certain entitlements that are not always available to non-command-sponsored family members. The TMO weight allowance is limited to the rate of the unaccompanied military member versus the command-sponsored member who will receive a full weight allowance. School placement on base is not guaranteed for non-command-sponsored children and is only on a space-available basis with very few slots available. The member will have to pay out of pocket for any off-base school. Healthcare is also on a space-available basis for non-command-sponsored family members. The member will be on TRICARE Prime and the dependents will be on TRICARE Standard. The member will have to pay appropriate co-pays at an off-base hospital for dependents only. In the event of an emergency or wartime situation, non-command-sponsored families will be evacuated along with command-sponsored family members. In the event of a wartime emergency where family members need to evacuate the base, non-combatant evacuation operations, or NEO, will be instituted. Family members and non-mission essential civilians will be given a time to meet at a predetermined location to start the process of evacuation. The times will be spread out to avoid overcrowding the facility. Evacuees will go to a variety of stations to process through different agencies. This process will be similar to when an active duty member out-processes a base for a new assignment or deployment. If Osan Air Base is the first duty assignment for new airmen, they will be attending the First Term Airmen Center. This 7-duty day course is where new airmen receive information about what is available, including the support agencies on base. Airmen need to arrive in service dress on the first day. While you are staying at the Trumi Lodge waiting for a place to call home, there are restaurants, shopping, and entertainment options within walking distance of the hotel. For dining options, you can find Checker Tails, which is open 24 hours a day, Chili's, the Enlisted Club, Officers Club, and the Exchange Food Court, all within a 5-minute walk from each other. For your shopping needs, the Exchange is available with multiple vendors throughout the mall area, to include a shopette, all in one location. For entertainment, Osan has the Base Theater, the McAlley's Bowling Center, the library, and the community center, also within 5 minutes walking distance. Right outside the main gate is the Songtan Entertainment District, known to locals as the SED. Within the SED are multiple vendors and a variety of restaurants from all over the world. Team Osan looks forward to your arrival. To find more information about the base and the United States forces in Korea, please refer to the following websites. Safe travels, and see you soon.